Hello, welcome to another episode of Sound Talk Show. Today we are going to code Emacs Lisp, and maybe some random chat. Okay, if you are here, say hi. I'm a nerd. This is Sound Talk Show. I talk about random things of nerd interest, usually programming languages, mathematics, artificial intelligence, information, Wikipedia, things like that, and sometimes politics. American, okay. Okay, so if you are here, say hi, and if you are watching this offline, feel free to skip and play at speed 2 or something. Okay, let's begin coding Lisp. Okay, my keyboards, Glove 80, most fantastic keyboards. Ultimate hacking keyboard, okay, fantastic. Nulia trackball, okay, and again, this thing, Svalbard data hand. Okay, I'm gonna use it, but sorry, not yet. Svalbard data hand. This is most advanced keyboard. This is Svalbard. Okay, you can search online, search any of these keyboards. You'll find my reviews and photos and video reviews. Okay, now let's begin Emacs Lisp coding. So what I need to do today, let's stop it. What I need to do today is Emacs Lisp, write a command, HTML add attribute. So let me explain. First of all, this is, for example, I'm in HTML mode. Dun. Here's a documentation, jump to the source code, see it, expand the window all the way to the bottom. 2,600 lines of code. Actually, there's more than 6,000 lines of code because there are multiple files. Let's see, let me show you. You see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 files because I compartmentalized, modularized, so you have HTML engine, so there are about, I think, 600 lines of code. Okay, so you have to pay to buy it because for 15 years all my stuff is free, people don't pay, and I become tech support, and people bitch, this open source, they don't give a shit. So anyway, some HTML mod, that's what I'm using. So copy the file path, close it, go right here, paste it, make a link, and make a list, show in browser. So that's all HTML mod. And today we are just going to add a new command. Now let me introduce you to the pink window. The pink window, so you can see there are all the command calls and names I just called. You see HTML something command name on the right side and keystrokes on the left side. There's no control key ever pressed. There's no meta key because I'm using Xafly keys. Search it, you'll find it. It's the most efficient Emacs key binding system, more efficient than Vim, VI, NeoVim, or EvoMod. Okay, so I don't have to press control keys. But why is there a control key there? CW, that means control W. That is because I'm pressing this key. Now if you look at my keyboard, you see right here this key or this key, that's my macro keys. So watch. Okay, so I'm going to press this key now. Okay, first of all, move the cursor to the Emacs window. Okay, so okay, now I gotta press this key. So you watch the pink window to see the command name and keystroke. Watch this honeydew window to see this window get this, something. Okay, I'm gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. You see, so the command is called close current buffer. It says Control W, but I didn't press Control. That is because this key is doing macro, keyboard macro. So let me show you. In Emacs you do, and it just closed that Emacs buffer. So I press the key again. You see, that's open last closed. That's part of the command in Xafly keys. it just opened this again. So I can, for example, show in browser, this key, okay, back. So it's all single key press. There's no control. So for example, how do I convince you that this is a macro key? Well, I can show you. So in Emacs, you call this command called describe key. So it will now ask you to press a key at the bottom. You can see. So now I press this key, press. So you see CW runs the command close current buffer. Okay, so that's how it all checks out. Okay, so I have HTML mod. So what I'm doing, so I need to add a new command. So the new command is called HTML add attribute. Okay, that's what we gonna write it. So start a new Emacs Lisp. So this is part of HTML mod. Paste it. That's the command we're gonna write. Move the cursor here. Press the button. It pops it into a Lisp mod. Into a new buffer, a temp buffer. Cut that. Default define. Enter define. Oh, define fun. Fantastic. Now paste it. Okay, that is the command we're gonna write today. This command will add attribute. Okay, let's just write add documentation, add an attribute. Let's see, do you touch type? A lot of people, they don't touch type. They are programmers, but they are shy from declaration of the fact that they don't touch type because it is a stigma. It's a sensitive issue because, oh, you are a professional programmer, but you don't touch type. What the fuck? But it is a fact. I think majority of programmers, more than 50%, professional programmers, meaning that they make money out of programming. They don't touch type, okay? And you should, okay? But they touch type in their own way, like they don't follow the standard, but they proclaim, well, actually I do touch type. I just don't touch type in your standard way. No, that's not touch typing. How do you know if you are truly capable of touch typing? Close your eyes, okay? For example, let's write this command, add an attribute. Okay, let's document. Now, close your eyes, close my eyes. So how can I, I need to put on a helmet. Do I have something like that? No, yes, what is this? Let's see. No, that's just a string, okay. Anyway, touch type, okay, so let's see, you can just say, what is this? HTML add attribute, okay. Add an attribute to an HTML tag. Okay, something like that. Actually, to the current, okay, to the current, something like that. Okay, we'll have to missed an A. We'll have to fix. We'll have to do edit, proofread, and editing. What's the name? Of the documentation later. But anyway, let's keep going on. So why do I need this command? So let's pop it back. Syntax correct, show in browser. Okay, let me explain about that a little bit, because inside HTML you can insert any tag. For example, let's say div. So you just call this command, this key, HTML insert tag. You can see the command name in the pink window. So then it pop up all a list of available legal valid tags. So you can type, nav, then that inserts a nav tag, okay. But what if you want a tag, let's say div with an ID attribute? Okay, so let's put the cursor, let's start over here. So you call universal command first. which in Softlight Keys is space V. Okay, in Vorak layout, space V. You can see, anyway, space V. Okay, so now I call the command to insert tag. So I say dive like before, enter, then it asks me for a class name. Okay, and just say enter, ID auto, enter. There we have it. You got the ID, a random unique ID, unique, this statistically speaking, via probability, this generated string is unique. Okay. The chances that this string is not unique is less than the chances you get struck by lightning. Okay, something like that. Actually, maybe I need to add a few more digits. Hello guys, good morning. Who's here? Damsek. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Damsek. I just moved to Comac from QWERTY. It was a pain to leave my 80 word per minute speed. Okay. What's the context? I forgot. But anyway, you use Comac. That's good. U.S. Army. Be all you can be. Okay, so we have a command that adds a ID and class. So why do I need to write this command add attribute? That is when you are on a existing tag. For example, this pre-tag. Let's say I want to add an ID to it. So I gotta move the cursor to the proper position, like here or here. Then ID equals to okay. Actually, that expand to that expand to I would. Okay, so but anyway, you add ID like that. So I want to kind of automate it. I mean, it's no big deal, but the little things add up. So I just press a key, it automatically moves my cursor to the current tags. So for example, if my cursor is here, the current tag is that span class bold. So it'll just move my cursor to the current tags, beginning, opening tag position, and properly in a position inside it. Then it'll add an ID or class or whatever tag. Okay, and we can also make it pop up just like before. Pop up a selection of choices, a menu of the legal tags. So this will save you a lot of time. So you type D, then you get all the only the valid tags that contains the letter D. Okay, so DD, for example, then you have, so if you add that feature, then it will only add possible attributes for this specific tag. For example, if you have an image, let's copy an image. Okay, let's make a screenshot. Okay, there it is. Now there's a command. I can press a key. That image is moved here. You see it just added that block, and you move the cursor there, open it, there it is. This is supremely efficient if you are a blogger. You just do a screenshot anywhere, then press a few keys, it will put that screen image with the proper tag into your buffer. And that command is, of course, that command is here somewhere, .html move image file. And if you look at the pink window, most of my commands, you can just you can just search it. For example, search that command name. There it is, .html mod tutorial. There, move image file, ergo Emacs. Oh, stupid Brave. Stupid Brave is still using my ergo Emacs domain. It doesn't but anyway, the link has changed. You see, so here is the source code. You can copy, and you will have this feature too. Wow, this is pretty long code. 100 lines. It includes several commands because you anyway, so if you like that feature, it's there. Okay, so there's some digression, but the digression is relevant because because in part I'm marketing XHTML mod. You pay me and you'll get it, or you can of course get just get some of the commands. So there it is a image tag. So suppose so what I'm saying is that in HTML, for each tag you have different list of valid attributes. So for image tag you have the source attribute, but not for figure tag, not for nav tag, not for div tag. Okay, so that's part of the HTML. So if you don't know, okay, so wait, HTML index. Okay, I have a tutorial of HTML from the ground up because I've been coding HTML manually, letter by letter, tag by tag, the entire thing since 1996, basically when HTML began. So okay, so if you don't know, you can check the HTML tutorial. So my tutorial is very code and concise and precise. None of the zoomers fluff, like they talk about things you don't need to know, like, oh, by the way, HTML is very easy, something, and half of the time incorrect information, such as the W3 schools. That's the website has a story by itself. It's the most hated website since in the early in 2000s. Okay, but today the Zoomers have no idea. It was the W3 schools website. Today Zoomer is like, oh, just go to that website. But that website was hated by all the programmers in the 2000s because it's just filled with incorrect information. But meanwhile, all the programmer website, they are written in an esoteric and holier than thou way, using lots of jargons. They like basically intentionally do it that way, so that they can show to their peers, they are superior. They are not really writing it for you. So that is why then you got the other extreme, who thinks you are an idiot, like the W3 school. Then just the most basic information. Anyway, that's kind of the history of the online programming tutorials, some of it. Okay, so digression. So anyway, you like my if you want to learn HTML, here's a source. So I was talking about HTML attributes. Okay, basic syntax. So basic syntax. Okay, that's a basic HTML markup, and then here's a section on elements attribute, telling you what it is about. Okay, copy this close. Okay, so go back here. Let's paste it here, link. And what is this div? Select it, delete. Move here, delete. Move here, delete. We don't need that. Show in browser. Go down. And in fact, this image I don't need. So open it. Press a few keys. It's deleted. You can see in the mini buffer. Then move the cursor here. Press a key. Deletes that. Show in browser. Okay, now we back to code function. Okay, add attribute. Okay, so add an attribute to the current HTML tag. So let's just code it. We've been talking enough. Search backward. So you want to search backward and A to Z something. Okay. So that's basically the beginning of the tag. Okay, bound. We don't care. So search backward. Then your cursor is at the beginning of the tag. Then just forward. Okay. 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 Forward word. Yeah. Let's just do that. Then your cursor will be at that position. Then, but what kind of attribute you want to add? I don't know. So, but let's compact the code, evaluate the code. We can try it now. XR add HTML. Okay. For example, let's open today's. So let's say my cursor is here. So I call the command XR HTML add attribute. Do it. Search failed. Oh, obviously I know why. Because you want search backward by regular expression, not by plain text. Okay, let's fix it. Research backward. That stands for regular expression. Okay. So copy that, put that here, and we don't care about that. Delete. Prettify the code, eval the buffer, go back to the HTML, open it. Now, MetaX, do it. You see, it moves the cursor to that right place. So then you want to insert. Should it always at the beginning? Okay. No. So okay, so move the cursor there and move the cursor here and add a space. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So go back, close this one, go back to here. So move forward. So wait, then search forward by that. Okay, that will be at the end of the opening tag. Okay. Then backward char, move backward one character, insert a space. Okay, then we are ready. Prettify the code, eval the buffer, go back to the code. Now watch, the cursor is right here. Okay, call the command, do it. Fantastic. Undo. Let's try it here. Call the command, do it. The cursor is moved to that position. Fantastic. Let's try it on the UL. Okay, let's say I put the cursor here. You see, UL is a list, unordered list. Let's put the cursor here. Let's see what happens. Do it. Fantastic and beautiful. Okay, that's one step done. Now, before we code anything further, let's add a keystroke to it, so we don't have to every time. Let's add a keystroke later. Okay, let's add a key binding later. Okay, what's the next? Well, the next thing is that what kind of thing you want to add. So let's just say for now, just for let's say insert ID XYZ. Okay, let's not XYZ. Well, let's XX. Okay, now you need to in Lisp, when you have a string, when you have a double quote inside a string, you need to escape it. So press a key. No, that's the wrong key. Press. That's the wrong key. I forgot what's the key. XR escape quotes. Okay, space TR. Cancel, space TR. Fantastic. Magnify. So you need that. So that will just insert ID. Okay, prettify the code, eval, go back here. Let's try it here. Okay, now this is tricky. Okay, so if your cursor is at inside a closing tag, it will move to the wrong place. Okay, but let's try the correct situation first. Okay, let's try it. Do it. You see, added ID, fantastic. But now if your cursor is, let's say, here, okay, it's going to go to here, which is incorrect. Let's try it. Do it. You see, that's incorrect. So let's fix that. So this will involve a slight HTML parsing. So instead of search backward, you want to, okay, so let me show you how to fix this. Search backward, just search for that. And, oh God. Okay, now this is a bit complex. It's not so easy to fix naively, okay? You actually need to have a mechanism to actually understand the nesting. You cannot just plainly search for a beginning of a tag, because if your tag is at a position such that it's right after a closing tag, then you need to move to that closing tag's beginning tag. You see? So if your cursor is here, you need to move there. That is your opening tag. Okay, not that, okay, not that. Or for example, if you are at here main, for example, let's call the command when our cursor is at the closing of main, let's see what happens. So ideally, it should to go to the beginning of main. Oh wait, you see, beginning of main. You see, I can jump to the opening tag or closing tag. Ideally, oh God, wrong key. Okay, press, okay, press, because the arrow key is here, so it's slightly some reach. So ideally, you'll move the cursor here and insert an ID there, okay? But let's try what happens, okay? Call it. You see? Incorrect. You see? It went from here to there. So how do you fix it? Okay, let's go back to the code. So basically, you need to determine, it's a bit involved. You need to determine whether your cursor is currently inside a tag, inside a closing tag or end tag. That's one case. Or if your cursor is between tags. So for example, if your cursor is inside the tag, may it be an ending tag or may it be a beginning tag, then you have to determine which. If it's the ending tag, then you simply jump to the beginning tag. If it's in the beginning tag, then you are good. Then you just add the ID somewhere here, okay? That is the case if your cursor is inside a opening tag and closing or closing tag. Now, what if your cursor is not inside any of opening or closing tag, but it is inside some kind of inner text? So, right, like for example, here, or here, or here, or here, or here, it's not inside a, tag. So in that case, you need to go to the immediate opening or closing tag. Well, in that case, oh God, in that case, you need to find out what is the parent tag of the inner text. Oh God, that's that is involved. In fact, I do have the code, but the code is fairly complex, like 50 lines or something. Okay. So let's write it out, okay? First, determine if cursor is inside a opening tag or closing tag. If opening then use that. If closing, then jump to the opening tag. Okay, then you insert the ID somewhere there. But if cursor is not in any opening or closing tag, therefore it is in an inner text. That's HTML technical jargon, because there's a property in DOM called inner text. So if it's not in opening closing tag, then it's an inner text of some tag. Then you need to find what is that tag. Okay, now this case will be a bit complicated. But we have to code it. Okay, I guess let's code it then. Damn it, Damsick. Hey, WZN, good morning. Damsick says, try F7 is equivalent to space. Yes. Yeah, F7 is, in Sapphire keys, it's the same as space. What, is it not possible to call the other HTML commands inside this one? It is possible. Yeah, it is possible. So I mean, the situation is that the code is not too. I mean, the situation is basically I don't have a standalone command that says go jump to the parent tag. I've been wanting to code that for a while. So maybe actually, yeah, that'll be one live stream. So you want to write a command that jumps to the parent tag. Okay. If you are doing JavaScript, then it's supremely easy. Okay, let me demonstrate. Let me show you guys my JavaScript in depth. Recently, I've been updating a lot, last month. So you got JavaScript in depth. Pay me to get it on your computer, or raw HTML. So you have instantaneous access to about 600 pages, including all references on JavaScript objects such as array, methods, map for each field from, concise, precise, 100% correct, and most easy to understand, and no fucking jargons, no open source propaganda, marketing. Oh, by the way, you should open source this, or no, and no deep state connection like the Mozilla. Mozilla. That's another story. You wonder why is Mozilla so popular? In fact, about 5 years ago, Microsoft killed their JavaScript tutorial. Microsoft did, and I think Google did that. But so basically, they are all just promoting the Mozilla, MD and the Firefox JavaScript documentation. Well, anyway, that's another story. Okay. But still, it's pretty lousy. Anyway, I talked about that in other videos. So, so if you are coding JavaScript, there's also DOM. There is an easy, trivial command to jump to a parent tag. So get parent not, not dot parent element, built in the browser engine. So all these parsing complex HTML, ideally it's very simple, but in fact it's the most shit possible. But anyway, so there's a built-in, but since we are, since Emacs Lisp is not a JavaScript engine, so you have to parse it. So basically, okay, let's go back. So I do have a command that kind of, for example, this command is called HTML select element. So for example, if my cursor is here, it will select the parent, so essentially if my cursor is in any inner text, it will select it. See? So yeah, so actually I can use that command. Thank you. So for example, if my cursor is inside a closing tag, press it, it will select that whole whole tag. But if my cursor is at the opening tag, press it, it will also select it. But what if my cursor is not inside the closing tag or opening tag, but in an inner text? Then you'll just select the parent tag. And there are several cases. For example, there's one case there. There's a different situation if your cursor is here. Yeah, because when your cursor is here, the tag to the left is a closing tag. But when your cursor is here, the tag to the left is an opening tag. So it gets a little bit complicated, okay? So I do have a command. So actually I can just use this command. So let's go back here. So so what do you have to do? Jesus, God. So let me show you the source code for that command. Describe key, press the key. Yeah, there it is. Some HTML, select element. Okay, go to it. There it is. Expand the window. So you can see this is quite a few lines of code. Copy it, new buffer, paste it. 60 lines of code. Make it Emacs Lisp mod. Okay, so you got color. So, and then it is calling several other commands to, if HTML tag is self-closing tag, you have to check if it's self-closing or not. Then get tag name. You need to get tag name, get tag position, and then if it is the opening tag is true, then you do this, and then you skip tag forward, and you also skip tag backward there. Then you check if self-closing not. So you got several cases, so yeah, but I can, yeah, okay, yeah, actually we can use this. Let's use that. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's go back here. So what is it we want to do now? Ching, thank you, Chris. Heavy. Do you have any questions, Chris? Okay, so let's continue with the Lisp. Yeah, let's finish the Lisp. It's been 40 minutes. Okay, so let's okay, so let's see. The cursor is inside opening tag or closing tag. Yeah, we can just do this. So this will actually guarantee, yeah, this, yeah, okay. X begin, X end, okay. Then call this command, okay, and hold on a second, sequence let, sequence set, okay. Set two variables, these two variables, okay, here, no, here. These two variables to the result of that returns a vector, okay. So now we got the position of the parent, whatever the parent tag or whatever is the tag of the current tag, basically the beginning position of the current tag. Yeah, so we don't need this manual search things anymore. Actually, we then over here we go to char, X begin, go to the beginning position of the opening tag. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to, this actually make the region active, so we want to deactivate the region. What does that mean? Okay, so you can go to Emacs blog, Emacs Lisp tutorial, and section mark and region. So deactivate mark. That's the command you want. Okay, close that. Deactivate mark. Okay, deactivate mark. There it is. Okay, is there an argument? No, you don't need. Okay, then go to the beginning of the position. Then you just search forward to go to the end of tag, then just everything like before. Okay, so that is it. Shrink a little bit. That's it. Eval the buffer. Okay, eval the buffer. Then what do? We can try it now. So let's see what happens if you call it now. You see, so right now your tag is an inner tag. I mean inner text of the main. So if your cursor is here or here, it will actually add. I mean the proper, the expected location is actually here because the parent of this position is the main. Okay, let's try it. Do it. Incorrect. What? Okay, let's try it again. Do it. Incorrect. Did we eval the buffer? Eval the buffer. Try it again. Correct. Do it. Okay, incorrect. Wait. Oh, wait. Actually, if you select it, yeah. That's right. Actually, this is a better behavior. You don't. This is a better behavior. You want to. The current tag is meant to be the tag, the immediate tag on the left, and the opening of it. So okay, so that is correct. Okay, go ahead, do it. Fantastic. Undo. Let's say my cursor is here. Go ahead, do it. Fantastic, which is correct. Okay, undo. Let's say my cursor is here. Go ahead, do it. Fantastic. Undo. Magnify. Let's say where do I want to? Let's say my cursor is here. Go ahead. It should add to the pre-tag. Okay, do it. Fantastic. What about my tag is already inside a opening tag? Go ahead, do it. Fantastic. Correct. What about here? Go ahead, do it. Fantastic. Okay, so that fixed that. Next, right now we are always adding an ID element. But should it always be ID? Of course not. Sometimes you want to add class or so what do you want to do? So so this is the first thing to think about is design choice. What exactly you want? Suppose now you are God. You can flip a finger and have the desired code. But what kind of thing you want to do? That's the first thing. Design issue. Okay. Do you want to prompt user what kind of tag you want to add, or do you want automatically just add an ID or whatever is the most commonly used, just insert it? Because once you insert the tag, let's say for example, let's put it here, call the command, do it. You see, most of the time you really just I mean 99% of the time you just want to add a class or ID. Yeah, 90% of the time, 95% of the time at least, you just want to add ID or class or style. Okay, that's ID, class, and style. So in that case, we can just add them all together in one shot. Okay, let's just say then user just delete the things they don't need. ID, class is almost usually always already there. Yeah, but this is not good because sometimes often the tag already has a class, so you don't want to add class. And besides, if you add all these in one shot, then every time user calls the command, for example, let's just do it. Okay, eval the code, go here, put the cursor somewhere, call the command, do it. You see, it just adds that. But so every time the user calls the command, they have to like go and delete one of them or something. And then also if the class already exists or ID already exists, so okay. So now the next step to make this better. Can you make it better, please? Yeah, to make it better is that we have to need to get all current attributes. So you need a command, you need to write a command to get all the current tags attribute. For example, if I'm here, if this is a current tag, it need to return ID and style. Okay, so in other words, we are getting closer to a HTML parser, which is kind of complicated thing. So I don't have this command. I don't have a command that gets a current tags attribute. Because you need that, because then if ID already exists, you shouldn't add ID. Okay, and also we haven't decided. What is the interface. Haven't decided what is it. For example, do you want to prompt user for what tag to add? So one of the most simple and common way is just to prompt user. For example, ching, Chris, thank you again. In previous stream, you searched for a pattern of text recursively in all your HTML files. Yes. Can you show that? Also, how you open link from HTML in Emacs? Okay. Very easy. 2 questions. Okay, okay, let me continue with the prompt. Let me show you about the prompt. Okay, so let's comment that out. Let's just say there are many ways to prompt user. Okay, so one easy way is just go here, Emacs Lisp tutorial, and get purpose string, work with lines, text processing, no. Get user input, that's the section we want. Get user input, click. Ask for file name, ask for directory, ask for string, that's what we want. Read string, okay? Read string, fantastic. What tag to add? Okay, let's just say, and let the user type the tag. So X tag name, let's say X tag. So let's say set that to this, the result, whatever the result user typed. Okay, and of course we need to declare a variable. Now we have a new variable here, tag. Okay, prettify the code. And okay, so once you get the tag, then you need to insert X tag. Okay, fantastic. Eval the buffer, go back, undo. Let's put a cursor here, call the command, do it. You see, now there's a prompt. What tag to add? Let's say XAR tag. You see, it just insert that. So we need to again modify. You need to insert that, then this back quote shit something. Okay, eval the buffer, go back here, undo, try it again, call the command, do it. What tag to add? Let's say what, actually it should say attribute. Let's say style, type style, enter, there. Okay, now next step is we need to modify this so it enters something more appropriate. So anyway, so it's a problem here. So back to the quiz question. Two questions. One is, how do you open link from HTML in Emacs? So in XHTML mod, you just move the cursor there, enter, there you are. So the command is called XHTML open local links. I believe that's what you are asking. If not, let me know, okay, Chris? How do you open a link? For example, there is a CSS file. Let's just move the cursor there, press enter, CSS file is opened. You can go to the directory, dire jump, there it is, the CSS file. You can go to the top, you can see the file path. Close, okay? So close, open, press enter to open, close it, enter to open, close it. And the command name is XHTML open local link. So now back in here, describe key, enter. So it says return, runs the command XHTML open local link. Okay, then jump to the source code XHTML mod. There is the source code. And do I have it on my website? No. I thought I do, but I guess not. So all you have to do is, okay, well, yeah, but you see, now here it deals with URL fragments, so that makes it a bit complex. So that is why, yeah, that's part of the reason I don't have a source code on my website, because then you need to include that, then that might cause something else, you know, and also, anyway. But the command is pretty easy to write, very easy to write, okay, very easy to write. And I covered it something like this 1,000 times in XR Emacs live stream. You can go to XR Emacs tutorial, and there it is, video tutorial. So all the best ones are here on Emacs Lisp from the ground up, on Emacs, on efficiency, workflow, how to Emacs Lisp from the ground up, and writing a major mod. You know, I've done more than 100 videos on Emacs, okay? So that's one thing. That's how you go to open a link from. Oh, okay, so indeed, I mean with your browser on your current HTML file to browser. Oh, you just, well, for me, I mean, there's a built-in command, so you just call browse buffer. Okay, so that's a built-in Emacs command, browse URL of buffer. Okay, enter, there it is. For me, I'm using something similar. Okay, I'm using this key, XHTML open in browser. Okay, go to the source code, expand the window, scroll down, there it is. So it automatically, it just called this built-in command. What? Let me do it again. So there, browse URL. But I added some more feature. For example, if you have a, you know, local URL, then we'll open that too. Or if you are, if the current buffer is not a file, it'll tell you so. And you also have some hooks. For example, every time, let me show you. You see, there's a lot empty spaces there. But now if I show it in browser, it will clean up that empty space. For example, show in browser. You see? back to Emacs. You see, empty space is gone. So that's a hook I added. So that's about that. Okay, that's one question. The other question is, how do you search my files? For example, right now I'm in this directory, Xa Talk Show. There are 900 files. Go to the top. Okay, so let's say I want to find the word Haskell in all my past Xa Talk shows. So press the key, Haskell, press enter. Which directory? This one? Yes. What file path regular expression .html? Yes. There it is. Expand the window. You can navigate by pressing the right arrow or left arrow to go back, or you can navigate by file by pressing the down arrow, file, or up arrow to go back to previous file. So these are they are all these occurrences of the word Haskell. Okay, and if you want to get the list of all files, press this key. That's all these the file path whose content contains the word Haskell. Okay, so quite a few, 33 files. Okay, let's close that. So where do you get this command? So this is part of the Xa find text. Okay, well, I mean this is part of, this is my own package. Okay, Xa find text, jump, open it. This is the source code. Go to the bottom. Ching, thank you. Go to the bottom, 800 lines of code, and go to here, home page, open it. By the way, that's another command to open any file path. So you can see the name of that command is Xa open file at cursor. And Emacs has built in too. So the Emacs one is called find file at point. Okay, so you call that. Then Emacs will ask, in the case of URL, Emacs will ask if it's that one. Yes, then it opens the URL. So the behavior is a bit different because in the built-in find file at point, it will open a URL if your cursor is on URL. But my command checks if the URL is your own URL. If it is, it will go to the corresponding file path, which is this one. So open it. You see the same file, except this one is, you go through HTTP, on the server, while this one is local. So anyway, so about your question, Emacs, I was demonstrating my own command. Let's do it again, okay? So let's go to keyboard blog, showing browser. So I've been busy writing a lot keyboard every day, but today, especially today, I've been writing, for example, an article about Alice layout. What is the history of it? What's the origin? Why is it good or why is it bad? What are the keyboards that uses Alice layout? Why is it named Alice layout? Alice in Wonderland, So I wrote this article today, and also some simple explanation about what staggered layout, where it came from, who the fuck created the keyboard with this weird, this weird slant. They are not exactly hexagonal, nor are they like every key is like 30 degrees. I mean, why 30 degrees? Why not, 45 degrees, like the proper diagonal? Who the fuck created the keyboard like we use today? This is the reason. This is, okay, so anyway, I wrote this, been working on my keyboard, okay? And then there's grid layout, also known as ortholinear, okay? And then there's symmetric inward stagger keyboard. So for example, let me show you that's a Japanese keyboard. Okay, so anyway, I wrote a lot. I work on keyboard all the time. Okay, So yeah, we are here because let's go to the diet. So right now there's 1,100 articles. So let's see, let's say I want to find all these articles that contains the name Crystal. Okay, do it. CHRISTO. Do it. Yes, yes. There it is. Expand the window so you can one occurrence, another occurrence. Thanks to Crystals for photos. Let's open that one. Show in browser. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Crystal. So Crystal showed me, he bought all these ergonomic devices and he took photos for me so I can put on my website. These, some many of these devices. So you can see there's one occurrence, another occurrence, one, quite a few. Okay, about 10 or 15. And several of these very interesting. For example, this fantastic trackball is spins. This is another Crystal's video, I think. No, this one. Maybe not these two, but others. I think this is your video, right? I forgot to put the name there. So anyway, yeah. So, okay. So that command is you have to buy it. You have to actually buy it for me. Start find replay. Actually, I'll just send it to you. Okay. But if you are in Emacs, if you are not using, start find, my package, how do you do it? You can do similar. Okay. Similar. So in that case, you go to Emacs blog. Okay, let's go to Emacs blog, and that's it for today. So Emacs blog, you go to Emacs tutorial, then you go to sections: quick start, download, show version, launch Emacs, exit Emacs. Unlike VI, you don't know how to exit. But actually, for Emacs, it's also idiotic. Control X, Control C. What kind of fuck keys is that? So that's a problem with Emacs. Anyway, font, split windows, file, buffer, copy paste, find text. That's the section you want. Search text, highlight text, list matching lines, search text in a directory. That's the one you want. Go there. So you can just call meta x grep. But however, problem, because of the Emacs, the GNU people, the Linux fanatics, idiots. When you are on Windows, it doesn't work. Let's try it. Oh, grep, default directory. Oh, something. Grep is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file. Got a problem. So you have to install grep, but then you also have to install find. But if you are on Linux, you don't have this problem. Okay, and if you are on a Mac or BSD, you don't have this problem. But if you are on Windows, or if you are on a phone, Android, you probably have this kind of problem. So you need to install grep, you need to install find. But how do you know which program you have to install? Actually, you don't know. You can search the web, it'll take you an hour. But I have it documented, okay, simply, okay, but I have too many articles. So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Is there anything else? Let's now, what is this? Close trackball roller plus. Okay, let's copy that. Copy the file path, close that. Let's go back to my talk show and put the link back here so we have some idea what we talked about today. Okay, so put the link here. Fujitsu roller place, and the link, close that, make a URL showing browser. There is trackball roller plus Fujitsu spacebar. Close that. What is this? Search text. Let's copy that. Put it here. Make a link URL. Close that. Go back. Go back. Go back. Close that. Go back. We got that already. Yeah, Alice layout. Copy it. Back here. Emacs. Paste. Make a link. Make a link. And conjoin the tags. You see, this is another convenient command in XHTML mod. You see, XHTML join tags. So when you are at the end of a opening, of a closing tag and opening tag, you can join them. Showing browser. So all keyboard related things are together. Well, this one is not. So this Emacs needs to go. So you see, press one single key that removes this tag. So I'll put it here, remove the li, and make a link showing browser. There it is in a separate line. Okay, now let's put the code back, and that should be it today. So okay, 1 hour exactly. Open the file. So we kind of, okay, it's kind of draft. It's a bit okay, so let's put it back. Syntax correct, showing browser. There it is, today's fruit. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Anything else? Bye guys. Let's see, anything else? That's it. Pretty much got the command. I'll find replace. I need to put that link here. Bye. Get user input. Let's put the link there. We also talked about the JavaScript. Get the parent tag. Fantastic. Doom scripting tutorial. Fantastic. Array JavaScript reference. JavaScript in depth. Let's span the links. Web dev blog close. Okay.